I wish I could preach today on a beautiful subject of Jesus being lost in the temple. I wish I could tell you that when you lose Christ, the place you should find him is go to a temple. This would be a great sermon, wouldn't it? When you are lost, when you don't know where your God is, seek God in the temple. But I can't. I wish I could, but I cannot. When I heard that on Christmas Eve another child died in U.S. custody, I thought to myself, I cannot preach about anything else but the children and how we do not love them the way we should. 2 children, innocent children, died of your and my hands, paid by yours and my tax money. They were not any better or worse than these boys and girls that sit around you. There were children who wanted to live a happy lives, to play on Christmas Day, and probably still believed in Santa. And yet, they both are dead. What happened to us? What happened to our society that we just move on over the events and stories like this? You may know that my parents are visiting from Poland, and you may know that they speak almost no English. But my mother learns very fast. And after very few days, she knew how to say, "Oh, little girl, oh, little boy, I love you, little girl, I love you, little boy." She knows probably 7 English words by now. But little boy, little girl, and I love you are amongst those 7 words. And perhaps these are the only words we need to know on this Holy Family Sunday. Perhaps there are too many words that our politicians teach us, too many reasons they give us not to love little boys or little girls. I was extremely privileged and blessed that these 2 people adopted me when I was 6 years old. And they adopted me because I was a little boy without mommy and daddy to love me. Can we as church, can we as a country, can we as society love little boys, little girls? I'm not blaming anyone particular on the sad events of the last month, of the last years, because we always find reasons to think that some other boys or girls are not as lovable as mine boy is, or my girl is. Perhaps her parents are in a same-sex relationship, so they don't have to be as loved and accepted as my kids are. Perhaps his parents came here illegally, so this boy doesn't need to be as loved as my child is. We invent the reasons with no end to define who can be our family, who deserves to live, and sometimes who deserves to die. But St. John, the second reading today, reminds us a fundamental lesson. We are called the children of God. Not some of us, not only those who sit on the left side of God the Father, not only those who look like Jesus did, a brown Middle Eastern man, but we all are called children of God. And today I pray that God forgives us for every time that we did not love one of these little boys or girls because they were not like us, because of what their parents did or still do. On this Holy Family Sunday, God calls us to recognize that each child is a Holy Family child, that each teenager, each adolescent is a Holy Family member. There are no exceptions to this Holy Family definition. There are no unlesses or untils. If you are a person of faith, Catholic, Protestant, Orthodox, Mormon, or God knows what, in your heart you know that each person sitting next to you is God's child, and thus is your sister or brother. Let's learn from my very limited English-speaking parents. These are the only words we truly need to know. Oh, little girl, oh, little boy, I love you. If you don't know anything else, you'll be just fine. Amen.